All right, welcome Triton Trojans fans. Andy here alongside Kenny Barnhart and the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemler up there enjoying his pretzel as we're live here at the Trojan Trench as we welcome in the Clinton Christian Couriers. Had to have that to explain to somebody what a courier was during the JV game.
They deliver.
Hey, they delivered, and they had a hard time delivering there in that JV game. Triton delivered in that one. The JV boys came out victorious in that one, 57-13. The guys came out on fire, of course, after the JV team had a tough one last night against LaVille, but our Trojans come in here tonight off of a tough loss to LaVille, a team that just seemed to be automatic from the outside all night last night, a team that's been that kind of took us to – they were shooting some shots, kind of just some uncanny shots there as far as like contested shots, and LaVille was just making anything last night beside the three-point line. But the big thing, what I watched, especially in the first half when I was able to watch, is the guys really battled hard, really well down there in the paint, down the low block. They were battling, they were finding their inlet passes, they were getting good looks inside. It's hard to keep up with a three-point scoring barrage when we're not quite getting those looks on the three-point line. Those guys were just hitting from everywhere.
Yeah, they just pushed them up there, and most of their points was coming 3 points. Didn't even, I think, like one attempt there in the first quarter or so of a two-pointer. Most of them always threes.
But the big thing to watch, though, I mean, against the LaVille team, a team that was expected to just blow us out, we were within striking distance there. We were with them most of the game. A team that's top 10 in the or top 15, top 15 in the 2A. So a team like that, and for Triton now standing fourth in the HNAC. But the big thing for tonight, for against Clinton Christian, now I was looking, they played Trinity Greenlawn. The first time they lost by 4. The second time they blew them out 63-34.
Yeah, seeing that.
So,
don't know the background of those games, what really transpired between the two, but yeah, quite a bit of difference.
But the big thing for Clinton Christian, the team that averages about 61 points a game, we're going to have to really slow them down on making them play that half-court ball, slow them down. Going to have to keep Shetler in check. The guy averages 16 points a game. They also have Miller and Mathis. They average about 10 points a game, just a little over 9. So two players are going to have to keep in check for tonight. But tonight, for the guys playing at home, playing a really good crowd here, really good home crowd, homecoming night tonight here at the Trojan Trench. So we're going to hang that up just for a little bit here while the national anthem will be right back to the starting lineups on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the Clinton Christian Couriers and your Triton High School Trojans. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we do welcome Clinton Christian as our guest at tonight's game. This is the third meeting between these two schools. Going into tonight's contest, Triton leads the series against Clinton Christian with 2 wins. Please rise, and gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we honor America with our national anthem. Now, let's introduce the starting lineups first for our guests, the Clinton Christian Couriers. Starting tonight, number 12, Brandon Troyer. Number 20, Tylen Mullet. Number 30, Seth Shetler. Number 34, Herschel Miller. And number 35, C.J. Mathis. The Courier's varsity coaches, Chad Schrock, and assisted by Nathan Stutzman, Ben Snyder, and Lance Miller. And now, for your Triton Trojans, number 10, Tye Orsund. Number 12, Jared Bules. Number 14, Beau Hepler. Number 20, Ashton Oviedo. And number 33, Heckaman. Triton is coached by Jason Rose and assisted by Steve Duff and Blake Schori.
All right, there's our starting lineups for the Couriers of Clinton Christian. Brandon Troyer is out there with Tylen Mullet. Seth Shetler, the high-scoring guard for them. Herschel Miller and C.J. Mathis, of course, out there for our Trojans. We've got Tye Orsund out there with Jared Bules, Beau Hepler, Ashton Oviedo, and the big man holding down the post, Tyler Heckaman.
Looks like a little smaller lineup for the Trojan. Get a little more speed, maybe.
And that's another thing, because you're going to have to we were kind of talking before the game. There's probably a lot of speed on this Courier team, a team that's not very big. Their tallest guy is 6 foot, and they got 3 of those. And we got some other guys bigger than 6 foot or 6 foot and taller. So Triton's going to have to pay attention. They're probably got quick hands, quick feet. So tonight, turnovers might be the thing to keep an eye on. Hepler now go to work to Oviedo on the right wing. Back on to Heckaman up top. Orsund now. They're going to work it around, trying to find that good look. Good cut by Tye Orsund, tries to go up strong. They cut it off. Herschel Miller cut him off on the way to the basket, so Triton will turn it over there, but they're going to put on that full court press. I really love they've been playing this full court press pretty much the most of the game.
Well, pull it back a little bit, just get a little token defense against them.
So, yeah, that kind of thing, just pressure them just enough. They did that against LaVille and kind of gave them some headaches there early on last night. Troyer with it, drops it over to Mullet. He'll leave it for Shetler. Shetler down into Miller. Miller's going to lose in the low block. He's going up strong. He's going to get fouled. Almost dangerous there. He about took out Ashton's knee. We'll get our first foul of the game. That's going to be on Oviedo. So that'll send Herschel Miller to the line for 2.
Missed that first one.
According to Max Preps, well, we'll see how good. We'll see how credible this is. They usually shoot about 61% from the line. Neither one drops there, so they're off to a rough start. Heckaman brings down the rebound to Hepler. Now they're going to go to work. Orsund back to Tyler. They're working. Hepler looking for the open man. Bules comes out. Oviedo tries to almost bobbles a good, smart ball by him to try to find it to Bules on the outside. Bules will drive, stops, back to Oviedo. He's going to try to go to the lane, kicks out to Orsund. Orsund with this pretty move there. Guys go down low, we're going to get a foul. They're going to say Tye Orsund.
Pushed with his forearm.
So enough for an offensive foul there. So 2 Trojans now with a foul starting off the game.
Right foul, number 10,
Hepler and Bules are going to put on the pressure. Orsund's going to be waiting there at half court. Bules steals it away. Smart move by him. Back to Hepler. Hepler now works himself to Bules. To Oviedo, the freshman for 3. Oh, in and out. Rebound. Orsund almost come away with it. That's going to leave it with Mathis. Averages about 10 points a game, that young man does. He'll give it to Troyer. Troyer kicks out to Mullet. Mullet now is going to try to go to the dribble drive. He tries to throw it away, but he'll travel. Trying to adjust his body around. Couldn't quite get his feet to kind of go with him. Changed his mind on the way out there. And just enough confusion to step.
The lane got closed just about time he was ready to release the ball and tried to adjust for it.
Now we're going to see The Couriers put on a little bit of pressure of their own. As Hepler will bring it past the half-court line.
They've got their defense. There's a lot of in-your-face defense out there at that three-point line, and that's Triton's been having a tough time moving that ball around there.
And if they can get that, so like I said tonight, I think turnovers and crisp passes are going to be a big thing right there.
Yeah.
Miller on the breakaway. He's going to try to go up strong. Tries to go up there. Not there. Rebound Mathis. He's got the putback. It's in. CJ Mathis is on the board, and that's our first score of the game. Orsund kicks over to Oviedo. To Bules. Oviedo's going to try to drive. They're going to say get a foul on a screen.
I think you're going to get Heckaman leaning out in there.
So legal screen. They didn't like that one.
33 Heckaman.
So, here we're couple minutes in and, 3 team fouls from Trojans.
Big thing for Triton now. They're going to have to really kind of keep themselves in check from here on out. Bules takes it away. And he's going to get fouled by Shetler. That was a delayed call. That was where they were going to call it.
I think the ref's kind of like, what was actually going on there? He's coming at me a little quicker than he should be.
So Snyder's going to check in, and that's going to bring Shetler to the out. So their highest scoring guard's going to come out, and Coach Chad Schrock's going to talk with him. He, of course, has 213 wins in his 13 years at Clinton Christian. Of course, Jason Groves, 237 wins for him in his 14th season here at Triton. Orsund now trying to find a ways to go away with it. Kicks it to Hepler. He'll try to work around. He'll fall down, lose the basketball. They're going to call a foul, I believe, on Mullet, given his reaction, and it is. Yep. It almost looked like he lost his footing just enough, but if you kind of get bumped a little bit, that kind of can make a difference. Shetler's going to check back in for getting a little chat from Coach. Bules to inbound. He'll get it about. Finds Hepler. 5:15 now remaining here in the opening period. The Couriers are up by 2. Hepler now at the basketball. Stops, picks his dribble up. Has to get rid of it. Finds Heckaman. The big man's got it. He's going to try to work himself through, but he's going to travel, trying to get himself through the lane.
I think he kind of fumbled the ball, got it into his arms, and so he caught it and got moved and ended up with that travel.
And see, that's another thing. Tyler can really have a big matchup if he can really muscle his way in. I mean, Mathis and Miller got some length to him. Miller's got a little more bulk to him, but that's a guy there that him and Tyler, that could be an interesting battle going forward. Miller gets himself on the board with that one as they now take the lead by 4. Down to Hepler here in the left wing. Back on top to Orsund. Tye Orsund backs himself out of trouble. Going to reset. Back to Oviedo. To Bules. Bules with the up fake. He's going to try to dribble drive. Feeds it down low into Heckaman. Bobbled around just enough. Finds Orsund. See if he can get himself out of trouble. Heckaman, the big man, thought about popping the 3. Cross court to Oviedo. He's alone for 3. Puts it in.
He's the only one that's even attempted 1 or 2 for the 3 points.
Heckaman takes it away. He's got a one-way track to the basket. He's going to go strong, left hand, puts it in. So 2 straight quick baskets. Triton takes the lead right back. Like he said, he was the only one to really get an attempt, taking an attempt tonight. Shetler for 3. Short. Off the front iron. Oviedo with the rebound. He's got 1-on-3 fast break. He's going to try to work himself around. Tries to draw the foul. Can't get it against Troyer. But Troyer's going to step on the line. It's going to belong to Triton. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not.
We got a foul. They could call it on Jared.
Okay. Missed that one. I had one official pointing at the line and one official saying a foul. Okay, we'll go with it. So Mathis inbound to Shetler, and he'll bring it up past the half-court line. Orsund's out there to meet him. Like I said, Shetler's usually their main source of offense. They usually average about 16 points a game. Mathis to Snyder in the corner. He'll hit it from the corner 3. Triton now trails back by 2. Oviedo to Hepler. Biggest thing is here, just keep your composure and just really work yourself through. Goes off the foot of Miller, no call. Down up to Mathis. He's going to try to run it down, try to save it, finds Miller. Miller's going to try to go up strong and does. Fouled by Hepler. The biggest thing that concerns me thus far is 5 team fouls inside, almost 3 minutes remaining here in the first period.
They didn't announce Bules, but they did put it on the scoreboard for that last foul of Trojans.
So Miller will finally get hit one free throw to drop. He was 0 for 2 on his first trip. Keegan Westafer and Quentin Amsden and Tyson Yates will check in. That's one thing that I really like. Jason and I talked is he has the ability to go deep into his bench and platoon swap. When we call it platoon swap, he can sub out quite a few guys. Lucas Richman always checking in after that last one. He'll get the rebound.
Yeah, coach can sit there and tell these three guys, hey, go in and do this, and they can all go in and take care of that.
Yep, and then bring the other guys off. Okay, here's what we need to do. That kind of stuff really does matter. Westafer goes up strong, not there. Rebound, it's going to go to Mathis. Thought Richmond had a handle on it. Miller picks his dribble up, kicks it quickly over to Troyer.
Troyer, yep.
He'll drop that one. Not very often I bobble on names. Westafer. Keegan could be a good matchup in this one, too, against these guys. He can get that corner three working. Picks a dribble, but he's in trouble. Finds Amsden up top. Q now working himself around. Westafer has on the right wing. To Yates on the right side. Yates is going to drive, almost went up elevated, but Richman tries to go up strong. Drops it in. Lucas Richman.
Yeah, if he was a little quicker on the catch in that pass and just taking it right straight up, wouldn't have been quite as so hard. I think Orsund bumped into him. Yep.
And that's going to be 2 on him.
Yeah, now here's first quarter, and we've got 6 fouls.
The only guy that's got there is Miller, and he's, 1 for 4? So right now they're shooting 25%. Like I said, averaging 60% in a game. Those are still points that you don't want to give up. To Mathis. He's up top working against Richmond. He'll go with the crossover, work himself through. Shetler for 3. Off the mark there. Tyson Yates tries to crowd the rebound, and he can't quite get it. Bobs it just enough, it'll go out. So what kind of things have you seen as far as defensively against these guys? These guys just need to settle down?
Just a little bit. They're just a lot of things that they're just, like they're kind of sleeping on the inbound pass. Keegan kind of lost where his man was at.
Now Shetler, a guy you don't want to leave alone, hits that one.
Fighting through a pick and got him wide open.
Also, McCrindle checked in for the Couriers. Amsden will drive, works it back to Oviedo. Oviedo's going to try a 3 to fix it. Puts it in.
He's 2 for 3 from behind the arc.
Nothing wrong with that. Triton's now down by 4. Mathis is going to try the dribble drive. Goes up strong with left hand, not there. He'll lose it for a moment. He'll hang on to it. It's a fight for the basketball. It's a big fight for the basketball. And what are we going to get? They'll call the jump ball, calling it belong to the Couriers. Miller and Mullet will check in. Bules will check in for Triton. Mathis and Troyer taking a seat.
Number 20, Tyler Mullet, and number 34, Herschel Miller.
So Westafer pulls up against McCrindle. You got to cut him off.
Yep,
McCrindle's got to see that.
Yeah, about wide open on the other side.
The lefty Snyder's for shot's not there. Rebound Keegan Westafer, and they're going to get another call. They're going to say a foul.
Quentin Kreft foul, number 34, Miller.
Now see their third team foul.
Gets Miller's first foul.
So Bules inbound to Yates. And he'll get things back underway. 14-10's our score. Couriers up for the moment. Bules on over to Yates. Drops it down to Lucas Richman, the big left. He's got it. Back to Oviedo and a shot. And they're going to say Lucas shuffled his feet just enough to draw the travel. We'll get a new check in. We're going to have Schrock will check in. And McCrindle will come out. And here we go, inside the final minute. Triton trails by 4. Mullet brings it up past the half-court line. To Snyder. Working himself back to the other side. Finds Miller. Miller with it, works back up top, on over to Schrock. Schrock into the corner, now to Snyder. Snyder with the up fake. He's going to try the dribble drive. Stops himself at the elbow. Retreats. 35 seconds now. Miller's going to try to go off the dribble against Richmond. He'll go up strong. Blocked by Richmond. Westafer with it now on Oviedo. Inside 30 seconds here. Got to think they're going to hold for the final shot here. Yates with the basketball.
As you like there, putting pressure, clear out half-court line. Just making it just tough for Triton to get the ball moving.
And that's one thing this team, a team who beat Oviedo's going to try another one. Puts that in! Ashton Oviedo.
3 for 4.
That's not a bad percentage from the three-point line. They're going to say a foul, moving screen on Miller.
Well, he was standing there, but he kind of just leaned over enough to.
He was cutting through. I was wondering if they were going to call it. It's now 2.4 here. You got a chance for a desperation heat. You got a lot of shooters you can go with. Tries to go to Richman. They'll throw it to Miller, and he'll try the heave from full court. Well, I guess you'd count some points for that one through the uprights. So 14-13 is our score. For the moment, the Couriers are up by 1.
Is that a field goal?
I don't know what you call it. Is that what the Arena League? Did they get points? Yeah, theirs are a little bit smaller. So earlier tonight, we had the homecoming court announced, and senior Aaron Stichter and Helen Lemler were our homecoming king and queen. So
Yep, quite a few of them out there.
there's quite a few of them out
They
there.
stacked clear across the court. So that's actually on the end of the JV feed. We tagged it onto it, so if you want to go back and watch it. Orion will probably have that pulled off separately and have it in a different video later.
I got to give those guys props. I never liked wearing ties. Never liked wearing ties. That was awful during FFA because you had to wear a tie during FFA, and I didn't.
Well, and Helen represented FFA.
And she did. She had the official dress out there. I liked that. When you and I were talking, I'm pretty sure mine wouldn't fit no more. I mean, I think getting it on would be the problem, and zipping it up, I'm pretty sure we'd have a hard time getting it zipped up. Weigh about 80 pounds more than I did when I graduated high school. So we'll get the second quarter underway. What kind of things, I mean, as far as the offense, I mean, they're with them neck and neck. They just need to settle down is what almost what seems to me.
And then on the defensive side, it looks like they were trying to relax a little bit so they can kind of get through those all those picks, but yet then they're not getting out to the guy and leaving him wide open.
And that's a guy like Shetler. You can't leave him alone for long. And you got Mathis who can score. Snyder who's hit one from outside. So you guys got to be on your game here and really do a good job to guard these guys. Bules now hands it to Oviedo, the freshman for 3. Not there. Richman comes out of nowhere, tries to come away with it, but Shetler has it. Schrock will hit the deck. He'll get back up. Back to Mathis. Mathis will try the crossover dribble, tries to go up strong against him, and he'll get the shot up, and it's not there. I'll bet it's going to be on Keegan Westafer given his reaction. And it is. Now I can get where that's frustrating. When you have a guy cutting in there and you can't get yourself in there in time, and you try to lean away and try to defend somehow, and he leads into you just enough, you kind of put yourself in a tough position there. So
it's Mathis.
What does he shoot?
He's first appearance at the line, so he's 1 for 1.
He's about got blood on the floor, is that what I heard?
We had that last night. I don't know if he's got a bloody lip or knee.
I did finish my pretzel.
So how was the pretzel?
Well, good as always.
Good as always. That's what I thought. Mine was good as always. I went with the salted pretzel tonight. I had the cinnamon last time. I had to go with salt tonight.
Maybe we got thinking there's only a few more home games to enjoy this.
I know. We're gonna have to get on that.
Because we'll have next Friday night will be Tippy Valley here, and then the following Tuesday after that I believe is Bremen, and that's the last. It's the home for sectional. At least it's at home for sectional.
I'm gonna have to make sure I'm here at least one of them. Hopefully I'm back. Hopefully we get to come home Friday, and I might be able to come here for that one. So Mathis now, he was 1 for 1 earlier. He'll try his second attempt. It's up. It's in. Then he'll stretch their lead out to 3. Hepler now at the basketball. They'll go to work. To Bules. Gets a nice screen there. Down to Richman. Richman to Beau Hepler. He's going to try to work. Dribbles out of trouble to Lucas Richman. Richman up top on the right wing. He'll try to work left. Finds Westafer. He likes that corner 3. If he had a little more room, he might have took it. Westafer's going to try to go off the dribble. To Oviedo. Ashton trying to lose him. Back to Westafer. Keegan will give it off. To Bules. Bules with the up fake. Works to Westafer. Down in the corner to Hepler. Hepler goes down low into Richmond. He's going to get double teamed in the post. Back on top, Bules. To Westafer. He with the up fake. He's going to try to dribble. Goes up strong. Keegan Westafer.
He had a little obstacle to jump over to get up to the basket.
Snyder for 3. In and out. Rebound, Beau Hepler. That always made me nervous as a player. When someone falls down the lane, do I run over him?
Yeah, where do I go?
Hepler to Oviedo. He'll work. Gets a screen from Richman. Kicks it to Westafer. To Oviedo. Back to Bules. He'll try a three. Straight away. Not there. Rebound. Keegan Westafer comes from behind and takes it away. Westafer now with the basketball. Drops down to Richman. Mathis is on him. Richman tries to go across, but Snyder will cut off the lane.
Yeah, he couldn't go up. He was behind the backboard.
Mathis quickly up the court, and he'll lose the ball on the way up, and Triton will get it back. Nice job by Lucas Richman there.
Yeah, because that could have been another foul on him, or he was still moving, wasn't quite set.
And he was backing himself away to get away from contact, and the officials gave him enough to let it go out. Checking in on that one is McCrindle. 33 will check in. Hepler to Westafer. They're going to see if they can get some more points on there and see if they can retake the lead. Down to Oviedo. To Bules there. He'll dribble himself out. Kind of letting the play develop. Westafer's trying to work outside the perimeter, but that in-your-face defense, they're just cutting all sorts of lanes off.
Yeah, there are no good passing lanes, and when they do get the ball, it's just late enough they don't get that good setup for a shot.
Well, and they close really fast, too. Oviedo, the fake. Good look down the baseline. Floater from the baseline. Puts it in.
He's got 11 points now.
So Oviedo leading the way. Of course, on the season, he usually averages about 10 points a game. Granted, he missed a few games there. Of course, had a couple big games last week, or the week before. Mathis hits a deep two. They'll take the lead right back. Now, according to John Harrell tonight, this game, Trenton Christian's favored by 3 points in this one.
And what's interesting is this is on the schedule, Clinton Christian's last game of the season.
Yes, it is.
Because they are not in the IHSAA, so they do not do the tournament.
Hepler's going to try his first attempt. Puts it in. Well, the senior sharpshooter's on the board. Mathis is going to jack a three up. Not there to Oviedo. Oviedo kicks on over to Beau Hepler. He's going to try another one. He's alone. Up and out. McCrindle comes with the rebound. Bules almost got a hand on him. Bules tonight has really impressed me defensively, especially on some of these takeaways. He's been really active on the defensive side. To Mathis, he'll cut. He'll go up strong. Gets the left-handed roll to go in. Tie ball game.
Mathis leading Clinton with 8 points.
This is kind of in a back-and-forth game. The big thing is, though, they've kept Shetler in check. He's only got that 1 3-pointer.
Yep. He's attempted 3 of them. They only got 1 to drop.
So keep that defense up on him. Trying to make their offense come from somewhere else.
There's good back.
Nice cut by Westafer and goes up strong and one. That's going to be on McCrindle.
That's his first foul.
You don't see that up on the stat sheet very often, but those and one plays like that get these crowds going.
You can kind of see that, everything drifting to this side, getting that back open for that backdoor cut.
And Keegan can cut and go. He showed that during football in that tight end spot as the season went on, but Keegan, the guy who was playing some JV minutes, is now playing a lot more varsity. We talked about on a drive to one of the games. Like I said, I think Keegan's going to work his way to playing a lot of varsity. He's really improved as the season went on. So Yates will check in out there with Quentin Amsden, Beau Hepler, Ashton Oviedo, Keegan Westafer. Mathis is out there with Shetler, Troyer, Mullet with the basketball, and McCrindle down low. Mullet to Mathis. The 6-foot senior's got it. Directing traffic. Dribbles back in to the top. He's going to stop and pick his dribble up back to McCrindle. Troyer's going to try the dribble drive. Goes up strong. Back iron. Rebound McCrindle. McCrindle tipped away by Q. And it's going to be regained by Troyer. Troyer tries to go down into Mullet. Too hot of a pass. It's out. Right idea there by Triton. Forcing him. Now Herschel Miller's going to check back in. I bet it's going to be from Mathis. He'll come out. So Yates is going to try to receive a little bit of full court pressure inside. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Triton leads by 3. Yates drops it to Hepler. Back to Amsden.
Yep.
Shots off the mark. We're going to get a foul on the rebound. They're going to say it goes against Triton. I don't know. Say it's on Keegan.
That's his second.
That'll, of course, send Herschel Miller to the line for the 1-and-1 opportunity. Heckaman's going to check in, and Keegan Westafer's going to check out.
So yeah, for the Trojans, between him and Orsund having 2 fouls. So
Miller will get his second free throw attempt of the night to drop. It's not his second overall, but 5.
Yep, 2 for 5.
2 for 5. He's dialed it in since those first 3 misses. Hepler receives the instruction. Now they lead by 1. Yates with the basketball up here on the left wing. Back's going to work back to center court. He's going to drive. Stops. Picks his dribble up. Goes across court to Hepler. Shetler closes on him quickly. 2:15 remaining in the opening half. Yates now is going to try to go left. Stops. Kicks it out to Amsden. Oviedo. Tries to go across court. Those are dangerous passes. But Yates, the freshman, going to try one. Not there. Amsden with the rebound. Puts it in.
Rebound and basket for Quentin Amsden.
Not bad when you got a guy that's 5'11" going in there with the big guys and getting the rebound and going. He'll get bumped. Shetler with a fadeaway, not there, but Heckaman takes to the rebound. That's one thing I like about Q is the charges he takes. Man alive, he's good at it.
It helps, probably a little bit of acting. Short.
Nope, not there, not quite there, but they'll let it go out. He had a good look. A little more confident in that shot. Tyler can hit those. Don't leave him alone for long. Troyer now go to work. Inside a minute 20 remaining. Shetler now with the basketball. He'll kind of work against Amsden. Q's up tight on him, not giving him an inch. He stuck it to him.
Number 30, Amsden.
And that's going to send their best free throw shooter to the line.
Which he hasn't had a chance to this evening.
82% from the free throw line, so he don't miss very often. Mathis will check in. He looked like he got a little bit of wrap on that leg to keep it from bleeding. McCrindle will check out. Bules will check in for Triton. 1-on-1 opportunity here for Shetler. They'll bring Yates out. Biggest thing here is just keep relaxed, keep playing your style of offense and defense. Just keep playing with them. Shetler's first shot's up, it's in. He'll reset. Hill's second shot's up, it's in. Full court press being played by the Couriers. As they now Triton leading by 1 here in the final minute of the second quarter. Andy O'Hare alongside Kenny Barnhart and Orion Lemler for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. We're live here at the Trojan Trench. Hepler had a second for 3, stops, pulls it back. Tries to go to Amsden and does. Quickly over to Oviedo. He'll try a 3. Oh, in and out. Rebound Mathis. 49 seconds remaining. Shetler has the basketball. He'll bring it up. 40 seconds. Shetler's going to drive, knocked away by Amsden. Bules tries to go. They try to hang on to it, but Amsden's going to try to go, and he'll get it knocked away from him. So Triton will hang on to it. Now 35.2 seconds remaining. The Trojans leading by 1. Hepler out the basketball, 30 seconds remaining. Top to Heckaman, to Bules. They'll stop to Hepler.
Yep, they're going into their delay to get about down to 10 to 12 seconds.
Heckaman trying to work himself free. Oviedo had Hepler on for a minute, didn't quite see him in time. Hepler now to Bules. Bules is going to try the drive. He's going to go with a little baby hook up. Shots up, not there. Heckaman has it. Amsden has it up to the buzzer. They're going to say a foul at the buzzer. And that's going to be on Troyer, I believe, given his reaction. He was very frustrated with that call.
Shetler.
Oh, so it'll be a Shetler.
I gave it to Shetler.
That'll be his second, right?
Yes.
So Q will go to the line. They're going to trying to argue if that shot was at the end, was at the buzzer or not.
We don't have our video pulled back up.
See if you can add a point to this lead before they go into halftime. Q usually is a 71% free throw shooter. It's the second one to rattle in. That'll bring us to the end of halftime. Or to halftime, 26-24 is our score.
Get a summary up here a second. All right, for Clinton, C.J. Mathis has got 8. Shetler having 5. Miller 5. Snyder 3. And Troyer with 3. For the Trojans, Oviedo with all those three-pointers, he's at 11. Westafer 5. Hepler 3. Amsden 3. Richman 2. And Heckaman 2.
So we'll take a quick break here. We'll have the halftime
entertainment.
So we'll be right back.
Might have to have the sound off for it. But.
Yep.
But you can watch it. So we'll be right back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, welcome back, Triton Trojans fans. Andy O'Hare alongside Kenny Barnhart and Ryan Lemler for the Triton Trojans Sports Network as our boys are leading here by 2 at halftime. And as she's watching right now, we'll give her a chance to squeal down there in Cincinnati. Danny's down there watching, working on our final week of treatment, hopefully.
Isaiah, you sound like you had 1 week to go.
1 week to go, and she's got the days counted down. This is their last, or tomorrow's the last day where she can have snacks all day and she can get up and have breakfast. That, tell you what, that really kills a 5-year-old when she don't get her breakfast. She's not a happy camper. But she gets to have breakfast this week, and then treatment for five more days.
Then get to come home, get your life back together.
Somewhat. Then the baby gets here some point in March. So we'll get basketball season over with, and then when things might get to calm down for a week, and then the baby will be here. So she's done a good job. Danny's been a trooper, and I'll tell you what, lack of sleep for parents and.
A lot of travel.
Mimi's down there, so there's a lot of travel and getting up early and leaving. And
I got some YouTube shout-outs here.
Uh-oh.
Where did he go? Oh, Orange Rabbit's watching from Wyoming.
Hey, here we go, Wyoming.
And Benjamin Shirk says, you can trust the Max Prep statistics. I enter them, and they are up to date. Okay. So I'm guessing that's Clinton Christian's.
Well, that works for me. Because it's good to know those are up to date, because some of those.
We found out last night
schedule was off.
Our conference was off on one of them.
So good to know Clinton Christians is right. I really appreciate that. It's real nice when you get the other team's stats. Hepler now on the fast break here in the third quarter. He goes up strong, puts it in. So we'll get things back underway now. Triton extends her lead by 4. Snyder with the basketball, gives it to Mathis, who hands off to Mullet. Mullet will look right. Hepler stuck to him real good. Miller works down to Mathis. He'll go blocked by Orsund. Tye Orsund showing that ability to elevate, comes on from behind and swats it away. He'll be our post-game interview if I can get him up here tonight. I told him he's not going to have a chance. He's going to have to do it tonight. High pass to Troyer. He'll work back to center. On over to Miller. And Mathis now, they're going to kind of slow it down a little bit. Works down low to Shetler, who's been held in check so far tonight. His shot fade away, up off the glass. Nice move, a nice bank shot. Trying with the basketball now, back to Orsund. He'll get a screen from Heckaman. Tries to go, but he'll lose the basketball there, and he'll reach around Mathis, and that'll be 3 on Tye.
Yep, he knows that he's already coming to the sideline.
Number 10, Orsund.
Now send Westafer in.
Yeah, the Trojans there to that first quarter really racked those fouls up, but then that second quarter at least toned it down a little bit, so we didn't get too many in foul trouble in that first half.
So they can keep things kind of settled down, just kind of keep their nerves here in this second half. Triton's got a good shot of pulling out a win here. Drops it back way. Shetler loses it for a moment. Westafer's got it, trying to corral it. He's going to find they're going to get a foul on Clinton Christian. It might be on the reach, I'm going to guess.
Thinking Mullet tried to reach. No.
They're going to say Miller must have bumped him with the body.
So that gets Miller's third foul.
I didn't quite see him reach for that one, but must have been with the body. Inbound to Oviedo. He'll give it to Hepler, and they'll go to work now. Hepler worked back on her down to Bules. Hepler down the right wing. Back to Heckaman. Beau's going to try to go. Westafer in that favorite shot from 3. Side iron. Rebound, Jared Bules. He's going to try to get away. He's going to pop around there, tries to knock it away. Oviedo hangs on to it. Oviedo steps back to Hepler. He's going to try to go off the tightrope on the baseline. On up, it's going to go off the hand of Heckaman. And Clinton Christian will get it back. McCrindle will check in now for Miller.
Girls Regional over at Winnemac. North Judson's currently up 26-22 on Central Noble. It's 2:50 left in the third.
Did see the Plymouth girls did get beat the first one against Penn.
McCrindle tries to put it back up and in. Heckaman comes in there strong. Bules comes away with it. And Plymouth, they had a little bit of a dramatic sectionals. They say 2 buzzer beaters. Oviedo for 3. Side iron. Reed's going to go out. And Clinton Christian gets it back.
I believe then one of the Plymouth girls did get it even though they only scored like 20-some points in the game, did get 1,000 points for her career.
I saw that. Congrats to her. We got to see them firsthand here play earlier in the girls' season. Shetler with the untouched jumper, and he's got it.
That puts Shetler up to 9 points.
Usually averages about 16. He's starting to come alive on the scoring end. Tie ball game now in 28 all. Oviedo works now back on the inside, works himself back out to Westafer on the right wing. To Hepler with the up fake, he's going to try to go. Floater for him, side iron not there. Westafer couldn't get possession on Shetler. Mullet will go, kicks on out to Snyder. Snyder's going to try the dribble drive, goes up with the floater, not there. Rebound, Tyler Heckaman. That's kind of thing we saw against Trinity Greenlawn. We had a hard time with that dribble drive, but Triton did a real good job defending it there. Heckaman did the right thing by not really attacking him, but kind of enough to disrupt him. Bules on over to Westafer, drops down into Tyler Heckaman. He's in the low block, size mismatch, puts it in and one. The big man working down the low block puts it in. And now he'll get a chance from the free throw line to put him up by 3.
You could tell they had that worked out, that they had the lane pretty well cleared out, so he could go one-on-one and had some room to work to get that basket to go.
Oh, yeah, and he had the size match over Mullet, and he just kind of just worked him right down, went up over top of him and put it in. Shots up, it's in. Triton for the night. Am I reading that right? 3 for 4 from the line?
3 for 4 from the line for free throws.
So Amsden and Tyson Yates will check in. Out there with Bules, Oviedo, and Keegan Westafer. Mullet, Mathis, Snyder, McCrindle, and I just lost it. Shetler out there for Clinton Christian. Mullet tries to go up shot, and he'll get an and one opportunity.
Triton foul, number 5, Yates.
Yates' first foul, team second for this half. Mullet will be his first appearance at the line tonight. Gets that one to drop. So yeah, the Clinton, they've been free throws. They're 8 from 11, so they've been at the line quite often this evening.
Well, and they got that 1-and-1 opportunity there in the first or the second quarter from our 18 fouls we had there in the first half. So let's see if we can keep them away from the line, but Triton's going to have to kind of make the most of their offensive possessions here from here on out. Westafer with the basketball on over to Tyson Yates. Yates is going to drive. He'll go up strong with the floater. Banks it in. He reopens the bank with that one. 33-31's our score. Mullet with the basketball outside the three-point line. Kicks over to Snyder. Snyder dropped over to McCrindle. Down to Schrock. He'll go baseline. He'll walk the tightrope, and he's going to carry the ball as he drives.
Landon Matthews wants a shout out.
Landon Matthews wants a shout out? Oh, I gave him one. There he goes. He got his shout out.
Oh, that was a good look for Tyson to
drop to Jared, but just
through the hands.
A little bit. I don't know if it was too hot of a pass or Bules just was just a little bit behind on the communicate just to get up there and get it. They put it on there. I'll give him a shout out. Or Orion can. He's back. He's back here looking at the YouTube feed.
Well, I have to give my apologies to Monse Orozco. I'm real rough on my Spanish, so I have no idea what he's saying.
Google Translate.
Guess now would be a bad time to say I didn't do so well in Spanish in high school. Bules now with the basketball. Doesn't use the screen. Amsden will try to take Snyder off the dribble. Back to Yates. He's going to drive, stops, pulls away. Amsden, Q with the up fake. He's going to try to go against Snyder. Snyder's going to go with the body on the blocking foul.
That's Snyder's first foul. Team's third.
So Mathis will check in. Got a short break. Amsden gets the inbound. Wants to go.
Yeah, Keegan's down there posting up.
He had position all by himself for a little bit. Waited too long. On to Bules now in the corner.
Posting up again. There he goes.
Keegan can really move McCrindle around if he can get himself positioned. You say it's going to get a push from McCrindle. The traveling Clinton Christian fans didn't like that one. I'm not sure, they were kind of battling hard.
Number 33, McCrindle.
It was give and take, pushing and shoving, and
it was kind of pretty even both sides. Bules goes up, can't get the bank shot to go in, but Bules comes from behind with another steal. To Yates. Yates will go. Got away with the travel there.
West is going to have his work cut out for him in this game.
Yeah. We're trying to help him out a little bit.
it's kind of nice that you watch the Trojans. If they do a mistake at one end, it seems like the next play they're trying to make it up. Had a problem there, but he stole the ball back.
See, Jared's been really active tonight. I wish I could keep track of steals a little bit easier. So Kaden Atkins is going to see his first action of the game. He'll check in. Well, we got a lot of check-ins for both teams. Okay, so I'm going to keep track now. Snyder's out there with Troyer, Miller, Mathis, and Shetler. Bules, Amsden, Atkins, Hepler, and Richman out there for the Trojans.
Number 14, Beau Hepler. Number 24, Kaden Atkins. And number 33,
Mathis goes to work, back on over. Troyer up top. On over to Herschel Miller. He'll try to go to the middle. He'll try to go with that floater up strong with a lot of traffic, and he'll try to get his own rebound, and it'll go out on him. Triton gets it back. And I'm not defending anybody, but being an official is a tough thing. You got to lie, especially high school. I mean, I know the college and the pro ranks, you got a little more chance with the replay and more camera angles and things like that. Miller's going to have a one-way track to the fast break, and he'll put it in.
The biggest thing on official, you start watching, because I've done it a long time ago, and you get kind of focused in one area and you forget a little bit of the other area, or just kind of get lax on that other area, and sometimes that's where some of those mistakes that the crowd sees that you don't.
Mm-hmm. And it's tough in live action like this, and it's quick like that. It's hard to, it's not an easy job. Q with a pretty move.
That gets him up to 5 points.
And they'll jump back out by 2. That's one job I don't think I'd ever want.
Well, and that's what there's been articles up in Michigan that the refs are quitting. Just tired of the crowd just chewing on them all the time, and just don't enjoy it.
Roger Grossman had a really good piece a few weeks back there in the Times-Union talking about the officiating and how it would be sad if basketball went away for high school sports for lack of officiating. Inbounds up. Things are getting a little bit physical down there. Snyder in the corner for 3. Back iron, rebound, Beau Hepler. Inside 42 seconds now. Triton leads by 2. Hepler with the basketball. On to Richman. Richman with the basketball. He's going to dribble himself out. Trying to direct traffic. On to Bules. 25 seconds. They're trying to work for that good shot. Hampson's going to drive, goes up. Kaden Atkins with the floater. Not there. And it's going to go out. Bules can't save it in time. And it'll belong back to the Couriers of Clinton Christian. They'll get a last look here. Shetler's going to check in. Going to bring Mullet out. You might want to get up on your shooter there, because Shetler is a guy who can come out and he can do it.
And Coach Groves was not happy with that last possession, the way that ended.
Mathis, the fancy dribble work. Hepler is going to fire at the buzzer, not there, and that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. Triton leads by 2. I think we're in for a photo finish here if we keep this up. So big thing for Triton now to keep things is just keep your head, keep your composure, keep playing that solid defense they're playing, keep getting up on them. We got to keep attacking them.
Like this third quarter, we were both 9 points each of them, so stayed right with them. And 13-14 at the end of the first quarter, and then another 13-10 on the second quarter. So been playing right there with them, not letting anybody get too far ahead to get out of where you can't get back.
And for Triton, the biggest thing, as far as going on in this fourth quarter, they're going to have to close. They're going to have to make smart plays. The turnovers are going to have to be very minimal at most to really close out this game. They've got a chance here to win this one if they can keep themselves, keep their composure, be smart with the basketball, really communicate well on defense. This team could close it out here. That's what they're going to have to do because you can't be sloppy with the basketball, especially in moments like this. You can't take unnecessary shots. Look for your lanes. Keep working to get open. Help, and no silly fouls. Fouls are going to happen, but no silly fouls. Nothing you can't really. You don't want to get a guy like Shetler to the line, basically, and Mathis, the guys who've been really solid from the line. But for these guys going forward, they're going to have to do a real good job here in this quarter.
Did see tonight after last night. Last night had a lot of times it was in the middle of the paint and still passed the ball off when should just went right for the basket. It was right there. And so tonight it looks like we're doing a little bit more of taking it right to the basket and putting it in.
And it'd be nice to have Orsund in for the whole quarter here. So he can kind of cut and go. He's so quick-footed and he can elevate and do a lot of things really well. Be good to have him. Hepler's been quiet thus far. Oviedo, he's going to try a straightaway three. Not there. Rebound goes to Herschel Miller. He'll quickly give it on over to Snyder on the fast break. He doesn't have any numbers. To C.J. Mathis in the corner. Mathis will work himself back out. Gets the screen from Shetler. He'll drive. Tries to go through the pick and roll. Not there. Snyder now. He'll work back across. Gets the screen from Shetler. Back to Miller. To Snyder. They'll work themselves around. Shetler's trying to lose the defender. Fadeaway for him inside the paint. Puts it in. For Shetler not being 6 foot 5'7", he plays like he's a lot bigger than what he is. Hepler to Oviedo on top to Amsden. Quickly on over to Tye Orsund. Orsund goes away from the screen. He'll go up strong on the left side. Goes up and will draw the foul. It's going to be on Shetler.
Christian foul, number 30, Shetler.
That gets his third foul.
See if Orsund here can break the tie. Front iron.
Further substitution, number 20, Tyler Nolan.
Muller will check in.
Seems like it takes Orsund just a little bit. That first one usually misses, but then he usually gets her figured out and gets him to drop.
And he's really comfortable here in the Trojan trench. He shoots his best free throw percentages here at home. So he'll 0 for 2 on that trip. 35 All-Star score, 6:45 remaining in the ball game. Tipped by Hepler, but Miller will corral it. On over to Shetler, but Amsden's going to get him on the reach.
That gets Amsden's second foul. Team's fourth.
And Snyder will, Troyer will check back in.
Number 12, Brandon Troyer.
Snyder gets the inbound. Drops to Shetler. Amsden got on him in a hurry. Shetler now with the basketball, quickly on over to Troyer. Troyer on over to Snyder. Snyder with the up fake. Lucas Richman takes it away. Richman's trying to corral it and get a timeout by Jason Groves.
That wasn't looking the best.
We got 4 minutes left at Winnemac. North Judson's trailing 28-35 to Central Noble.
Say that again. Judson's trailing?
Yeah, North Judson's down 7.
Okay, just want to make sure I heard you right. It shocked me a little bit. That's a team I thought I kind of had pointed to go a little ways. It ain't over yet.
They got a packed house down there, the looks of it.
Where's it at now?
Winnemac.
Winnemac?
They got, I'd say, their gym's about the size.
I like seeing that. Especially, every time went through class basketball, it seemed like it did drop a little bit of it, but I still like seeing these packed gyms.
Yeah, like I said, remember when I broadcasted at Warsaw.
There's almost 600 people watching.
Wow.
And
they still have a packed house.
Still have a packed house.
Tends to disprove a couple theories. Won't name anything there. Hepler now with the basketball on over to Amsden. They'll give it to Lucas Richman who had the big steal there before the timeout. Orsund hands off to Hepler. To Oviedo. Oviedo's alone for 3. Back iron. Herschel Miller, he'll muscle his way in for the rebound. Richmond's running him down. Miller goes coast to coast, but Snyder gets rebounded. He's going to go down. Ooh, that buckled just a little odd.
And get it on Beau Hepler. his second.
Westafer and Bules will check in.
Number 14, Hepler. Substitution for the Trojans, number 12, Jared Bules. And number 34.
I think that 3, Oviedo thought he was going to have someone on him quicker than what he anticipated. Snyder now, he'll try a 3. Too strong. Rebound, Shetler, the 5'7" guy's got it, but Bules is all over him. Miller, he's going to try to split the difference and goes up, and he'll get the N1 opportunity.
Triton foul, number 12,
Bules picks up his third. So Miller's 3 for 6 for the free throw.
He's made his last 3 and make that 4. Leads up for 3 for the Couriers of Clinton Christian. Lucas Richman with a hard screen there. Mercy sakes, about lost his feelings on that one. To Bules, to Westafer in the corner. Westafer's going to try to take him baseline. He'll go up strong. Banks open. Keegan Westafer.
Gets his 7 points of the evening.
He'll bring him in within 1. Shetler with the floater. And we're going to get a charge. Put it in. I don't know if you're keeping track at home. 4 fouls now for Shetler.
Trenton Kreft foul, number 30, Shetler.
So one more foul for either team puts them in puts the other one in the bonus.
Couldn't tell who was underneath that pile. I'm imagine. Is Q out there? I'm going to imagine, oh, no, he may not have been out there. But whoever it was, they got their feet in position real well and drew that. Because he had that floater working for him, and it would have dropped if he would have had any more position. But Triton, that's one thing I really appreciate about these guys. They know how to draw a charge now. They'll get themselves in. They get their feet planted quick. Wow. So we're in for a tight one here. 5:22 remaining. Clinton Christian up by 1. This is, like we said, be their final game of the season. 13 wins for them. Don't know if they won last night. My schedule's a little. My paper was done on Thursday, so they won last night. So 14-6 for them on the season.
Yeah, they had it looked like a pretty good win. They played Community Baptist last night. They won 95-24. So turned around and had a little competition tonight.
Yep.
Against the Trojans.
There's been a handful of teams that have played them kind of close. Like they talk about Trinity of Greenlawn in that tournament played them real tight. Don't know what happened in the season there. But the rest of their games, 60 points plus on most of their wins. And Triton's held them under 40 thus far.
Did we give Travis a shout out?
Yeah, he's working the
sideline camera
tonight. You got to give Travis his shout out. He does a pretty good job running that sideline camera.
I just have to remember to switch over to him.
He gets some good shots. And yeah, he's been pretty busy he's got robotics. He gets to go to state on, and he gets science fair project. He's got to go up to Notre Dame now after having that earlier this week. So,
boy, he sounds like a busy young man.
Backdoor.
Orsund
Nice.
with the backdoor goes up strong, draws the foul.
You could hear the coaches over here for Clinton yelling backdoor, and sure enough, there it was.
And that's going to be on Herschel Miller.
That's his 4th.
I've been writing his down.
We got a minute and a half left now, and North Judson's still down by 5.
Checking in for the Couriers, number 35, C.J. Mathis.
So they're down by 5 now?
Yeah.
Back in.
A lot can happen in that last minute.
Hey, we said earlier in the season, I watched Reggie Miller do it one time in a matter of, 9 seconds? Orsund will try it again. Can't tie it up.
He cannot get those to drop tonight. 0 for 4. Actually, he hasn't gotten any points tonight.
Been in foul trouble most of the game, so if we can get this fourth quarter to get going, he'll get her figured out. Triton trails by 1. Mullet tries to go in the lane, but Beau Hepler's going to try to fight for the basketball. Comes away with it. Beau Hepler with the steal. Hepler now quickly past half-court line. He's going to go coast to coast. Can't get there with the left hand. Mullet tries to get it. Orsund's trying to get in there to knock it away. Snyder's trying to fight with it, and he'll get him away with it.
He had that good sidestep move to get around, just could not get it to drop.
Shetler with 4 fouls. He'll check in next dead ball. Snyder with the basketball at the foul line on top to Troyer. McCrindle on to Mathis. Slowing it down a little bit, 4:20 remaining. Mathis on to Mullet. He'll try to sidestep and go his way back across. On over to Troyer. Up fake for him. He'll go baseline. Tries to feed it down low to McCrindle. We're going to get a foul on Triton.
I think it's got Beau pushed him in the back. Yep. So that gets Hepler his third. So you got 3 Trojan players with 3 fouls, Orsund, Bules, and Hepler.
Tyson Yates will get ready to check in. McCrindle's shot, back iron, no good. Rebound, Troyer. Troyer with the offensive rebound. On into Snyder. He'll dribble into a 3. Not there. Rebound. Goes to Troyer. He's gotten 2 straight offensive rebounds. Really giving the Couriers a chance. Snyder now at the basketball. Right wing. Goes over to Mullet. He'll go baseline floater. Too strong. Rebound, Keegan Westafer. Westafer almost.
Groves is definitely getting somebody's attention. Oh,
Mullet comes away with the steal. He's going to try to go up for the shot, and he'll get it and one.
that's on Hepler. That'll be his 4th. Yep.
Triton foul number 14, Hepler. Substitutions for the Couriers.
Yeah, that does get Hepler his 4th.
Number 30, Seth Shetler.
So Shetler checks in with Schrock. Tyson Yates checks in. And Mullet gets out in the drop.
Also checking in, number 20, Ashton Oviedo.
So a little more of a smaller lineup. Got to be smart here on the inbound. Trailing by 4.
I think that's one of the biggest leads either way.
I think so. I think I was back in the first quarter when. I think that was back in the first quarter. Yates to Oviedo. Oviedo to Bules. He'll go up for the shot. Try to draw contact. Orsund's trying to fight for the rebound. And they'll sit there. So 3:11 here. Biggest thing is calm down on both sides. Just relax. Play our defense. Communicate well out there. Play up. Here we go. Mullet. Basketball. Try to get himself to go somewhere. Finds Schrock to Shetler. Shetler on over to Troyer, who gives it quickly in to Mullet. Drives line blocked by Orsund. Got enough of a piece to throw it off. Tyson Yates out the basketball. Yates to Oviedo. Oviedo's going to try to drive. Works himself out. Wanted to go there. Westafer in the corner for 3. Puts it in. Keegan Westafer draws him in within 1.
I was just looking at Trojans. We've only scored 2 points this 4th quarter, so that's sure to help getting it going.
And Westafer loves that corner 3, and he showed it off there. Shetler with the basketball up top. 2:20 remaining. Shetler drives. Outlet pass into Mathis. Mathis will go. On to Mullet. Back to Troyer. He's going to try to dribble drive. Stop. Retreats out of that one. Oviedo's on him. Troyer with the basketball. On over to Mathis. Slowing the ball down just a little bit now. 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. Triton trails by 1. Shetler with the basketball. Bules up tight on him, not giving him an inch. Schrock with the basketball. Drops on to Mullet. Mullet will try to drive. Goes away. Oviedo gets a piece of it. They try to throw it back in. Westafer takes it away. Minute 39 remaining. Tyson Yates, the freshman, with the basketball against Mullet. Yates to Bules. To Westafer. To Yates. Bules running around the bottom. Back to Oviedo. Deep 3 for him. The front iron. Bules tries to run it down. Saves it. Finds Oviedo. Good play. Yates tries to go down, but Mathis with the last second look gets and knocks it away. Minute 10 remaining. They're trying to call a timeout. Clinton Christian gets a timeout. Minute 9 remaining. They lead by 1.
Well, the Central Noble Cougars are your Winnemac Regional champs. They beat North Judson 43-37.
Okay.
Okay, so Judson
Is out?
is out for the season now. They're done. It's a pretty talented girls team. All of those players play volleyball.
Oh.
They tried to run back again in state and couldn't quite get there.
For Triton, number 22, Trenton Kreft, and number 30, Quentin Amsden. Correction, makes that number 32, Lucas Richman.
I was going to say, Kreft's still got his shirt on. I got worried. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Homecoming here tonight at the Trojan Trench. Triton trailing by 1. These guys got a busy week up ahead. Back-to-back games Tuesday and Wednesday, and then the senior night with Tippy Valley coming into this one. They're going to be busy the rest of the way out.
Nope, you don't have too much time to get adjusted to, like we talked, get them geared up for sectional.
And these guys, like I talked to Jason, they're getting better. They're getting things. They're making things they had trouble with earlier in the season. They're not having those troubles anymore. And they're really starting to gel at the right time. Amsden, Bules, Orsund, Richman, and Tyson Yates out there for the Trojans. Inbound for Mathis, gives it to Shetler. Bules is on him. Shetler with the basketball as we near the final minute of the ball game. Tries to go across. He'll give it to Shetler. Inside a minute now. Had Mullet down low, didn't see him.
Of course, with Clinton, they don't have to score. Don't get a timeout.
They're trying to get a timeout, and the guys were trying to reach for the basketball. It's like, oh no. Not the guy you want to foul and send to the line.
So yeah, for Clinton Christian, they don't have to score. They can just get it in, get some time off, get it ran down.
I just read Jason Gross' lips down there. His biggest thing he said was just relax. Just relax. And that's the right call right there. Just relax on this one. See what we can do. As we get ready here, Clinton Christian down to 2 timeouts in the game. 4 timeouts left for Triton. I got faith in our boys here. I think they can finish off strong. If they can kind of get a good defensive stand here, get the ball back. Triton's got a shot here. Of course, it ain't over yet.
Or even this inbounds play.
Herschel Miller with the inlet to Mathis. Blocked by Orsund. Oh! That's it for, no, that's his 4th foul.
Yep. Orsund's 4th.
That looked clean.
Yep.
I'm sorry, that was clean.
I'm not sure what the refs are
discussing here.
Oh, Jason's going to take a timeout.
Give Mathis a chance to think about it. That was a good block by Tye. Okay. So they're going to change it out. They're going to pull Richman out. That might bring in Beau Hepler now. Well,
let's see if we can't pull.
I think we're still looking for funds to do the boys sectional. Haven't heard otherwise, but
because the boys are a little more
expensive.
Yeah. If he got anything, he might have got him on the foot.
Let's see here. I don't know. Yeah. That's pretty clean.
Yeah, he got pretty much on right on top of the ball.
Scoreboard problem.
Uh-oh.
It's reading 0 on our score.
Well, we'll let tech support handle that one. And so now C.J. Mathis had a chance to think about those free throws. There's a chance to extend the lead here for the Couriers. Oviedo's out there with Orsund, Westafer, Bules, and Beau Hepler checking in. Beau Hepler now having those 4 fouls. Him and Orsund have 4 fouls. This place has got to get noisy. All the Clinton Christian fans are on their feet. Mathis's shot is up and it rattles out.
So that makes him 2 for 3.
All right, Mathis now the line here. And the Trojan faithful making their noise now, making themselves heard. Mathis now for his second free throw attempt. It's up, it's in. They lead by 2. Plenty of time. Don't need to push it too much here. Just relax, find those passes.
It's one of those things you don't have to have that 3.
You don't need that. It's not a big thing to have. Try to get that 2. Put the pressure on Clinton Christian. Orsenhouse trying to dribble away. He's trying to go. Mathis got away with the reach. Oviedo to Westafer. 21 seconds. Timeout, Triton. So Grove's got to look what the defense is going to throw at him. But see, the thing was they had Oviedo wide open on the far wing, but you couldn't really see him with that guy up on you. You can't really get yourself up and stand to get the ball there in time.
Yep, without getting it picked off. And then even to getting it and just getting that good, clean look to take that shot.
So one thing, let's see what the mastermind Jason Groves can draw up here. I'm kind of proud of how the guys competed in this one. They've kept it close. The biggest lead, 4 points?
Yeah, I think it's about 4 is about the biggest that we've seen on that.
So it's been a pretty tight ball game. They got to build off Westafer's 3, only scoring 5 points in this quarter.
Yeah, pretty much this whole half's been a pretty defensive half.
All right, we'll see what happens. What would you be telling the guys down there as far as what to do in the situation? Like I said, don't need the 3.
Don't need the 3, but you know, if we got to go to overtime, we got to go to overtime. But getting that 2, and taking that shot when you get it, but yet you don't want to leave too much time left on the clock for them to be able to.
And overtime wouldn't be such a bad thing because Miller and Shetler are both in four fouls apiece.
Yes.
We could lose one of those guys with a foul if they can get a hold of one of them.
Of course, for us, Orsund and Hepler both having 4 also.
The big thing for us, we can go pretty deep in that bench and find some scores down that bench too. Bules inbounds finds Tye Orsund. Orsund in the right corner, back to Westafer, on top to Hepler. 15 seconds remaining. Bules to Westafer. Hands off to Tye Orsund. Orsund dribbles. Hepler for 3. It's in! Beau Hepler put it in! Shetler with the basketball. They'll call timeout. Woo, baby! Beau Hepler. Sorry for the excitement on that. Mercy sakes alive.
But
woo!
That's 6 seconds. It's still enough time.
Woo, boy. I didn't know for sure. It didn't look like it was going to go in. Woo!
Yeah. He's 2 for 3 from behind the arc tonight.
I might have peeked on that one, Orion. Oh, my goodness. Always wanted to call a buzzer beater. Now I got my chance. I got my chance.
Well, we got to get this stop now.
So we'll see what they can do. Now, you're on defense. What the biggest thing you need to do?
Don't do something stupid.
No fouls. No fouls.
Put enough pressure on so it's not going to be a layup.
Because the biggest thing now for fouls is double bonus, too.
And if they do shoot a 3,
don't let it be Shetler or who they ask, Snyder or Troyer. Don't let any of those 3 guys. But Mathis, he hasn't attempted any yet, I don't think.
Yeah.
What are they from 3?
They're 3 from 11 behind the arc. We're 6 of 19. Oviedo's taken 11 shots. So if he could have even got half of those, it would have been a whole different ball game.
Yes, it would have. All right, so it's gut check here. Time at the Trojan Trench, 6.1 remaining in the ball game. Triton leads by 1.
Yep, I'm going to say get back and make sure nobody's going to take off for running.
All right, get the defense set. Here we go. Mathis to, okay, that's right, can do that.
Do another one of
Shetler
those.
now is going to push it. Behind the back dribble. He loses it for a moment. He's trying to bend himself around. Tries to go on over. Mullet with the basketball. And that's it! That's the ball game! Triton wins! 43-42. Wowee! I'm going to have fun with the interviews post-game.
Yeah, I think Clinton Christian, I think they wanted a foul over there when he trying to get around Richmond. And
about the time he went to do it, though, the clock had already went off.
Yeah, it was already over.
So we'll get Kenny with the stats. I'll go down. I'll get coach, and Tye Orsund will be right back.
All right, for Clinton, Shetler was leading with 11, Miller with 10, Mathis with 9, Mullet with 6, Snyder with 3, and Troyer with 3. Leading the Trojans with Oviedo with 11, Westafer with 10, Hepler with 8, Amsden with 5, Heckaman with 5, Yates with 2, and Richman with 2. So with that, we'll have a little bit of a break here, and we'll try to get Andy back up here, probably with Tye Orsund and Coach.
Did you ever play the sneak peek?
No, so I think in between here, we do have a video. Earlier this week, they did work on the new gym, and they started laying part of the floor down. So they started on Tuesday. So we pulled that this afternoon. Got a few days worth, so we're going to push that across. You can watch that until we get back up here with the interviews.
There's no sound on it, so I'll leave the house sound on.
I'll sound up, but yeah.
2, Richman 2, Heckaman 5, Amsden 5, Hepler 8, Westafer 10, and also with a game by 11 points, Ashton Oviedo.
Thank you. Should be ready in a note. Go get this ready. Maybe the lights. Maybe once the lights are on.
All right, welcome back, Triton Trojans fans. Andrew Harrell alongside Tye Orsund after the nail-biting barn burner ball game there, 43-42. So, Tye, what do you love about playing basketball?
I love that it's not easy.
We're going to fix this real quick. There you go.
Yeah. I love that it's not easy. Like football, everyone can throw in some pads and hit someone. But basketball, it's got to learn how to dribble, got to learn how to shoot for sure.
There's just a little bit more of a, I guess, finesse if you want to go that. A little bit, quite a few more details. But anyways, we'll stick with football. One of my favorite players I liked watching this season. I liked quite a lot of those. Congratulations on making the All-Star team.
Yep.
Cornerback. So we'll kind of do that with basketball. How does football kind of tie in with basketball?
I don't know. I've usually just been a football guy. Started basketball in 7th grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it kind of translates just a little bit. I mean, your chance, the way you can elevate and cut and go, you can do a lot of things really well. Being an upperclassman, like you said, this will be your 3rd season playing basketball. What kind of things are you trying to teach the underclassmen stuff, or stuff you're trying to learn yourself?
Just go hard at practice. Just like Coach Grove says every week, there can be a different starting lineup every week.
So, very good. What would you tell anybody else wanting to play basketball, like little boys and girls wanting to get going? What kind of things would you tell them as a mentor to kind of push them in the right direction?
So I didn't go to the little camps like everyone else did, so I would definitely say go to those because I'm a little behind on the dribbling and stuff.
That kind of helps out just a little bit. Sure. Favorite subject in school and why? I put you on the spot here.
Probably business law and ethics.
Business law and ethics. Okay, sure. Oh, boy, he showed up again in the interview.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you enjoying most about being a Trojan?
Trojan basketball or just Trojan?
Just being a Triton Trojan, period.
Great school. It's so fun.
Good. I like that. I like to hear that. So being a senior, you're kind of that's starting to wind down here, getting that last final push. What's future plans beyond high school?
Go to play football, obviously, but study in pre-med.
Pre-med? Very cool. Very cool. Favorite thing to do outside of football, outside of school? Doesn't have to be sports. We know about football.
Probably just chilling with the dudes.
Hey, that's not a bad thing to do ever. Anybody want to say hey to watching at home, or anybody maybe later might see it?
No, I'm good.
All right, bud. So who's up next?
Who's all gone?
Well, let's see. We've had – okay, you got to put me on the spot here. I've been in and out of this thing. So we've had Tyler, we've had Ashton, we've had Beau, Jared and Quentin, and you and Chase.
So we got some freshmen to go?
We got some freshmen to go.
Has Bruce been on here?
Bruce has not been on it yet.
Bruce is nice.
Bruce Johnson will be all right. We got Bruce Johnson the next one, so we'll tie out. Good job, Ty. Appreciate it, buddy. Make sure you let Bruce know so I don't have to come hound him next week. Thanks, bud. And I will have Coach. All right. Yeah, you get your heart rate slowed down just a little bit after that one?
I think I'm good.
So kind of take me through those last minute of play.
Well, we obviously, before that, back up a little bit, Keegan Westafer took a huge charge in the fourth quarter. I was getting on our guys. I thought there was 2 instances in the fourth quarter where they came down and we sidestepped people. I'm like, guys, if you want to win basketball games, you guys got to do these little things. You got to take the charge in that situation. And Keegan did that and knocks down a 3. But we with the possession there, we ran a play. It was with Tye slashing to get to the basket, and then we had a shooter out. And I asked the guys, you guys want to go for 2 or 3? And they said, let's try to attack and go for 2. And then that broke down, and then we were in the huddle. Before the last play, I looked at Ashton and Beau. I said, "Who's going to hit the shot?" And Beau goes, "I'll hit it." And so, it was nice to see that. Beau, when his shoulder popped out, dislocated it, and he just kind of struggled after that. Getting his rhythm from behind the 3-point line, and it was nice to see him hit a big shot. I was proud of him. So, and then plus the kid just found a way to win. Ashton wasn't really hitting there in the second half. Tye was in and out with foul trouble. Didn't have the best game. In fact, there was somebody else. But anyway, they just found a way to win, and that was nice to see.
And that was one thing up here watching the guys. They kept it close the whole game, and it's like they played it and they kept fighting. That's just a team that, I guess, like Trinity Greenlawn, a game where we saw there where the guys just kind of just broke down just a little bit. Yeah. They stayed in. They kept being aggressive. They were smart with the basketball. They like you said, the details. The guys did a real good job in that, and that really showed there in the final moments.
True, and that's why I'm proud of this group. They fought and they found a way to win. It's really our first really tight game where it came down to the final possession. So it was nice to see us get a bucket. Then on the flip in, be able to get a defensive stop. So I'm just proud of them. I keep telling them. we're getting better. You guys are getting better,
Yes.
and we needed a game like this just to verify that and just to show them and get some confidence in them, thinking, you know what, we are getting better, because it's hard for them to believe me when we're losing. It's easy when you're winning, but when you're losing, it's like, yeah, right, coach, we haven't won in a while. So it's nice to see. The kids are working hard and they're getting better, and we have a chance to win sectional, I think.
They're a good group of kids. I mean, like you said, there's little things they are improving each game. They're getting there. This is like I said, like we talked last time I interviewed. This team's getting better, and that's a team you're not going to want to go up against in sectional play. They're starting to figure it out, and your ability to go and trust players down deep in the bench and bring guys in and out like that, that's huge for these guys.
Exactly, and that's one thing. Luke Richman, he had the last couple games he hasn't been playing much, but like a game like tonight, I knew we needed his physicality. They were pretty physical inside, number 34, and I knew I needed someone that can plug up the lane, and somebody penetrates, he's going to be there, being wide and doing that. And I thought he had a pretty good game tonight. So
there were several times when they were going up and doing some stuff like that, and Lucas is he had his body perfectly positioned, had his hands up, and he wasn't leaning in for contact, was making them almost think they're going to have contact, just plugging up the lane like you said. He did a real good job defensively.
Definitely, and that's one thing I told him. I said, you guys, basketball is a matchup game too. Like last night against LaVille, our bigs didn't play much because they had a smaller lineup. We weren't guarding certain guys, and so LaVille put in some more shooters, and so we had to go to a little bit smaller lineup most of the night. And I'm like, there's going to be games like that. It's not like you guys did anything wrong. It's just a matchup thing, and the kids just got to understand that. And it's nice to see them step up then tonight and be productive.
And that's another thing, like stepping up tonight. They had a game last night, had a game tonight in this high drama. Now next week it's 3 games in a week, back to back.
Yeah.
What kind of things as a coach, and do you kind of get the guys prepared mentally to go through that kind of a situation?
I think the biggest thing is just get them off their feet a little bit, to rest their legs. We can't go nuts in practice and on Monday night, because we're obviously going to play 3 games in 4 days. So that we'll watch film. We a little bit later and just get them mentally prepared. What they're supposed to do. I think that's the most important thing. Basketball, a lot of people don't realize is a really mental game. And,
yes.
And the kids, got to be mentally focused. They really have to understand what the other team is going to do. What do we have to do against that? We try to watch, every film we have. Every game we have. I think that's so important, and just get the kids seeing that and seeing what they did well, seeing what they did wrong, seeing the other team. That's what we'll do, and try to get better that way when we don't have as many practices to do that. So
yeah, and it's, like you said, to be in the mental, the guys' confidence level, if they can keep that confidence level, like you said, paying attention to details, doing those little things, that kind of stuff mentally, and knowing those things and where to be, where to go, this guy's going to do this, how do I put myself there?
Yep.
Those things are going to matter, and this team's starting to do that. They're not there yet, but they're turning in a very good direction.
I agree, and I've been telling them that for a long time. We've been through a lot of difficulties with injuries and such, and they've fought through it, and I feel like we're starting to get better at the right time, and you never know what will happen down the stretch. So
you'll be taking on an 8-8 Rochester team as of right now. My thing could be a little bit behind too. So taking on a team like that at their place, what kind of things are you going to prepare for Rochester?
Well, they do a lot of – that's the hard part. We have one day to prepare for them, and they do a lot of different things defensively. They're 1-3-1 half-court trap, 2-2-1 half-court trap, 2-3 man. And so it's like, oh, brother. So, we have one day to prepare for them. And –
then you got
Argus on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
We got to prepare for both teams probably Monday as best as we can and just go. One thing, we get to this part in the season, we've seen a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be helpful. That we're not going to need practice to prepare for certain things. That we've seen everything at this point. The kids know what we're doing against it. So I'm not super concerned about that, to be honest with you. It is nice to be prepared for that, but I think we'll be fine.
And like you said, facing a tough schedule like you guys did earlier in the season, facing some tougher teams that are going to kind of work you a little bit more. These points, like you have back-to-back games against tough teams like that, and on short times to really prepare for them. That kind of stuff's going to prepare them for this moment, for those moments.
Exactly. That's what I tell them every year. We play a tough schedule. Not too many 1A teams are playing Plymouth, Northwood, John Glenn twice. We play a really tough schedule, and so that's obviously going to prepare you for the postseason. And maybe our record hasn't been the greatest, but we're battling with those teams, and we're. Like I said, we're getting better, and we're heading in the right direction. So
we'll see what they can do this week with that 3-game schedule. Coach, appreciate the interview.
Right, thank you.
Congrats on
Thanks.
the wins tonight.
Thanks.
This is Andy Harris signing off for the Triton Trojans Sports Network.